Hey guys, welcome to Pellets and Pits. I'm Neil. Today we did a timeless classic. Cornbread in a cast iron skillet. We put it all on our Traeger grill. If you guys want to see how we make smoked cornbread, here we go. All right, to get started, let's look at what we got. We have two different batches. We're going to go through this very quickly. This batch is already done. We've made it several times on the Flat Top King. We've made hoe cakes out of it. We made cornbread out of it, you name it. But we're going to put it on the smoker. The whole idea today is smoked cornbread. I like to use this idea as like a way to use your smoker more than barbecue. We talk about that a lot, that people make fun of them, but yet once you learn the versatility of them, they become very, very, very popular. Add a little smoke. Let's say you don't want to heat up the house because it's extremely hot, outside. You don't want to heat up the house. You come outside, turn this on, you're good to go. Or let's say you got something on the smoker already. The energy's already built up in it. Let's say you're doing chicken at 325. Go and make your cornbread, get that chicken off. It's got to rest anyways. Bump that temperature up on your smoker, and it happens just like that. So a lot of versatility when it comes to smokers. Also, let's talk about really quick cast iron skillets, because I think the first thing you think of when it comes to cornbread is cast iron skillets. At least I do, being from the South. Different varieties, different pan sizes, unique pan choices. Like I know for a fact my grandmother used to have the corn on the cob. And my dad bought me when I was really young. I hope he still has it. Maybe I can make something out of it. The fish molds. Then you got the triangle molds. Just a great way to use an old piece of cast iron, bring it outside, and get, just have fun with it. So here we go, really quick. This recipe is a green chili and cheese with creamed corn. And then this recipe is more of a classic. We got the yellow cornmeal, we got the flour, eggs, sugar, and milk. We're looking at roughly at 400 degrees. I've got some butter melting in here right now. We're going to use that in just a second, but I thought that little extra smoke might help. And I'm going to throw some of this ghee down in the skillets because that's going to be our fat. I love the crispy edges of cornbread. It's kind of like my favorite. I'll probably add a little bit more oil than most recipes call for, and the reason is because, like I said, I like the crunch, and this helps the frying of the cornbread on the edges. That oil will creep up over the edges and help fry the top of the cornbread as well. And right here, it didn't take long. That butter is done. So we're gonna close the lid, allow these to come up to temp. The first mix is very, very traditional. And what we're gonna do is dump that butter right in that pan. Add the milk, 2 eggs. Give that a whisk. Throw in the sugar, cornmeal, and flour.
Can you show us what kind of cornmeal you're using? Because that's important.
I was going to, let me get this one made so I can talk about the cornmeals in general. It is important, you're correct. We have an old Griswold right here. We have a Lodge 10-inch right there.
If you had to guess, if people were using oil, how many tablespoons of oil do you think would be in the skillet? Or does it matter?
Southerners never really reveal the amount of oil and butter they use. Kind of like a handed down tradition. I couldn't, probably 4 tablespoons. I'm just going to use the same bowl since this was more neutral. Might be a little bit more controversial, but you know what? Cornbread to me, that's why we made the basic, is like a great way just to try different things. This is one we used for many years. The green chili and cheese, just absolutely love it. Got a little cream corn. And obviously these recipes can be found on pelletsandpits.com. Buttermilk, sour cream, salt and sugar, green chilies, cheese, and cornmeal. See that frying of the cornbread right there? Oh yeah. All right, on the smoker they go until they're done. She brought up the question earlier about the importance of what type of cornmeal you're using. Obviously you have white, you have yellow. We prefer, just really careful, the self-rising. Where's that? Self-rising, and this is actually buttermilk flavored. Yes, we added buttermilk to it, but I mean, buttermilk typically with cornbread goes hand in hand. This is also, it's called hot rise, but it's also self-rising. So if you notice, we did not add baking soda or baking powder because that's the ones that we prefer to buy. So when you pick out these, they look eerie similar. They look, I think, almost exactly the same, right? Except one will have, it won't have self-rising on there. So when you go to the grocery store, you can look for something like that. All right, guys, so they've come out of the smoker. This one's still a little hot. This one's cooled down a little bit. This one took roughly 20 minutes. This one took roughly 30 minutes. That could have been one of two things. One, because it took a little bit longer to make the mix. And with all the green chilies and the cheese in there, it could have been moisture, the cream corn. Not a big deal. So we're just going to cut into it.
Getting fancy.
Seems like a legitimate portion right there. There we go. All right, guys, there you go. There's some smoked cornbread utilizing different cast iron skillets. I love my two little ones right here. We put cornbread in there quite often. I'll tell you what, I mentioned like the crunchy parts. You get like double the amount of crunch. Like you get more edge per piece. I like using these a lot. Just give you like a little heads up. Or like I said, those little molds, they work really well. You got the green chili, very untraditional, but honestly, I love it. I swear by it. I make this probably 9 times out of 10. And then this is a little bit more traditional. Kind of like what some people say no sugar at all. I don't care. Yeah, just a little sweetness. Some people swear that sugar should never go on cornbread. We like it. Mike's Hot Honey. I poured that over the one piece I've already eaten of the green chili with a little butter. Absolutely loved it. You got your regular honey and then a little nod to my grandmother. Boy, she loved molasses. Bring that back old school. She loved molasses and cornbread or biscuits or bread in general. She loved molasses. Anyways, there we go. Let's smoke cornbread. The ability to use your smoker for more than what it's traditionally known for. And when it's already in use, you've already got the energy going, it's already up to speed, and all you do is adjust the temperature for a couple minutes, and you're good to go. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to press that subscribe button, pound the notification button, share it with your friends. Peace. I don't know which one I want more. Oh, Mike's honey on that one.
That's my favorite.
That right there. Oh, yeah.
The honey is.